Then MC student, you just follow the classes because already I have covered the things. Acha. For C, the character sets which are being supported, they are basic C character set, that is alphabets from A to Z in capital and small are supported, numbers from 0 to 9 are supported, and some special characters which are given here, they are being supported. Now, what is the definition of identifier and keyword? Identifier means when you are giving name to anything, like any variable or any class or any other thing, then it is called identifiers. So whenever you are going to naming any unknown things here, like you try to give a variable a new name, a class a new name, a method a new name, they are known as the identifiers. So for whenever we are going to naming the identifiers, then we should follow some rule that whenever we are fixing one name, that should consist of letters and digits. First character must be an alphabet or underscore. No other special characters are allowed or no digits are allowed in the first as the first character. Both upper and lower cases are allowed. Some text of different case is not equivalent. For example, suppose you have defined the variable with capital letters text, it will not same as small letter text. মানে তুমি যদি ক্যাপিটাল লেটারে টেক্সট ডিক্লেয়ার করো, throughout the program you have to mention the capital letter text, use the small letter text. So আমাকে আমি এবার একটু জিজ্ঞাসা, এই চারটে লাইন সবাই একটু দেখো. These are the naming, these are the way to declaring the identifiers. So if I ask you 1, 2, 3, it is not a valid identifier name, then what will be your reason?
The first character is required to be an alphabet.
Yes, or underscore. Okay. BCA student বুঝতে পারছো? কেন why this 1, 2, 3 is not a valid character? These are valid one and these are invalid one. Tell me first that 1, 2, 3, why not valid identifier? Then tell me why not in double quotes x dot is not a valid identifier. Why?
It should start with an alphabet and it is a special character starting with.
Quotes are special characters. That's why it is not valid.
Yes, quotes is a special character which is not allowed.
Ma'am, the program will start with stdioh, right?
Yes. আমি তো ওই জায়গাটা আসেনি এখনো. অর্ডার হচ্ছে order number hyphen allowed, hyphen not allowed actually. This is a not, so hyphen and space, these are not allowed. So these are not valid identifiers. Now the thing is that some valid identifiers are this. Why? Because see, this is started with character, this is also started with character, this is started with underscore, this is the only combination of characters, this is a combination of characters including a special character underscore. So no invalid rules are followed here. So these are all valid identifier names. So valid identifiers should be কি হতে হবে যে made up of characters and digits, but first letter only to be character or underscore, no digit is permitted, and no other special characters excluding underscore are prohibited. Okay, এক সেকেন্ড দাঁড়াও. Tell me what is the meaning of keyword? What is the meaning of keyword?
They are the words which cannot be used exclusively by users, as they are system defined.
Yes. Acha, like char, int, these are data types. While, do, if, else, type def, auto, case, static, break, return, enum, union. These are all words. These words which are given in this box, they have a special meaning, and that meaning is specified in the stdio.h file. And whenever compiler is going to compile the program, and on reading the program, he get across through this type of words, then they will automatically understood that the meaning of these words. While we are using if, why we are using else, why we are using while. So keyword are words having special meanings which are already known to the compiler. So while reading the program, if the compiler encounters these words, that compiler will not generate any syntactical error. What is syntactical error? So there are several data types: int, char, float, double. Type of data: integer, character, floating point number with higher precision. Each integer, if you declare one variable integer, it will take up 2 bytes in a memory. Allocate 2 bytes. For character, it is allocate 1 byte. For float, it allocates 4 bytes. And for double, it allocates for 8 bytes. 1 byte equals to how many bits?
8 bits.
8
8
bits.
bits. 8 bits. So 2 byte means how many bits? 16. So
16.
each integer occupies 16 bits. So for representing one integer, you need 16 bits to cover it. Then character, it is 1 byte. 8 bits you require to represent it. Floating point number, 4 byte. I mean 32 bits are required to cover one floating point number, and 8 bytes means 64 bits, where one character should have 8 bytes or 64 bits required to represent it. Now the integer itself divided in short int and long int. See, a short int size is 2 byte, long int size is 4 byte. So if there are two bytes in size, then the ranges it support is the numbers from minus 32,768 to 32,767. All the numbers falls below this under this category, means minus 32,768. Then it drop down like minus 32,767, 66, 65. This way it will come to 0 and again go back to 32,767. So these total numbers are fall in the short category. And see, whenever they are occupying the size of 4, so more very if 2 byte, then 16 bit occupancy, then the numbers range which is supported, this is this much. If 4 byte is the occupancy of one integer, but if you declare one integer, it takes up 4 bytes, then how many numbers are possible with that sort of data type? Now these are the range from this number to this number. Total that much of numbers can be supported by the data type long int. Now signed int and unsigned int. One thing I am telling you, for variable it is signed int because variable both have plus and minus values. But for unsigned int, for address, suppose whenever you are declaring on a variable, that means you are accommodating or sharing some area in the memory, and that is called the address. Suppose I am declaring int a equals to 5. That means you are allocating one integer variable. You know how many one integer contain 2 byte, 16 bit location. So this integer, when you declare, whenever you declare one integer, it will occupy some memory, and that is designated by some memory address. Whenever we are try to print or scan the memory address, then it will be unsigned int. এটা তোমরা এখন বুঝতে পারবে না signed and unsigned int এর ব্যাপারটা, when other chapters will come like pointers, then we will understand. Similarly, signed card and unsigned card. Signed card, see একটাই জিনিস বুঝতে পাবে যে এই যে 32,767 and minus 32,768, if we subtract this number from this, then the total number will be this. And if we subtract 127 minus 128, then the total number will be 255. So we have cut down the negative part in the unsigned integer because they are only positive. The variable's value can be negative, but variable's address cannot be negative. So for a variable declaration, we are using signed int, and for variable declaration, we are using signed int, and for address declaration, we are using unsigned int. Now, variables. Variables are a temporary storage location inside the memory. See this program, how we are declaring variable. These are some equation. So tell me one thing. Int a and a equal to mute please. Okay, can you hear me all now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So tell me one thing. Which line is declaring the variables and which line is initializing the variables? From this program, short expressions, you tell me which line is declaring the variables and which lines are initializing the variables.
First line and second line.
First line and second line key.
Declaring the variables.
Very good. And the third line.
And fourth,
Third to
initializing.
sixth line are initializing the variables.
Yes, initializing the variable. And the fourth line is an expression. C equals to expression. A plus B. It is an expression. Declaring variables. See, they have declared variable. Many variables are declared. You can see. This way you can declare the variable. And similarly, with the declaration of variables, we have to initialize that. Initialize means we have to give in some value to this variable. Now we have covered up variables, keywords, and their data types. Now we are coming to constants. So whenever you are writing a C program, what the thing you require? Variable require, data types require, keywords require. Now constants. What are constants? Suppose the value is the constant. Variable is the... Suppose you are declaring a variable int a, and when you give a value int a equals to 5, that 5 is a constant, and it is what type of constant? It is an integer constant. What are constants? Those values who are not going to change. So those values we are not going to change. That is called a constant. So during constant declaration, rules for form integer and floating point constants. See, what are the rules? No comma or blank space is allowed in a constant. It can be preceded by minus sign if desired. The value should lie within a maximum and minimum permissible range decided by the word size of the computer. Now see the decimal integer constants. Some valid decimal integer constants 1443, 32767. Now some invalid integer constants 1245. See why it is not allowed? Because comma is not allowed, point is not allowed, space is not allowed, my illegal character, this is not allowed, hyphen, and the first digit should not be 0. But these are all valid decimal integer constants. Achha. All integer octal constants need to be started with 0. So if 0 is not given in the first place, it is not a valid. But here 0 is given. Still, it is not a valid octal constant. Why?
Those octal numbers will not have 8 in them. It will be only
Yes.
from 0 to 7.
Yes, octal numbers, see, decimal numbers from 0 to 9, binary numbers 0 and 1, and octal numbers 0 to 7, and hexadecimal number 0 to 9 and A to F. So all numbers which are combination of this ranges, they are only those type of constants. So octal only support from 0 to 7. 8, 9, these are not accepted. So this is not a valid octal constant. Dot, it is also not allowed because for the naming of the constants, we are seeing these rules. If the value of constant does not obey any of its rule, then it will not be a proper constant. So tell me why these are valid hexadecimal integer constants and why they are invalid. Because these constants not only begin with 0, they will begin with 0x or this one, and are followed by combination of digits taken from hexadecimal digits only from 0 to 9 and A to F. So letters from A to F are allowed and digits from 0 to 9 are allowed, and if hexadecimal number should be started with 0x or this OX. Why this OBFF is not a valid integer constant? Because every hexadecimal integer constant, 0 is there or O, but X is not given here. But here X is given, still its dot is given because A to F. So B is under A to F, F is also under FF. So 0x, 4BFF, these are all okay, but dot is an illegal character. And here G is an illegal characters because we have asked for 0 to 9 and A to F. Now, so these are the, so you will ask, ma'am, where we will put this integer constants or floating constants in the value part. Like these are the constants. Show here. A equal to 3. A is what type? Integer type, and you have given one integer constant here. 3 is an integer constant. B is an integer variable. 5 is an integer constant. If they are float, then their values will be float. If they are card, their values will be card. So all the values are generally the constants. Okay. Acha. Some character constants, all the character constant, if they are a single character, they are quoted with single quotes. And if they are multiple characters, they are quoted with double quotes. If you give a value of single character, then these are all allowed. A, so suppose CAD, your variable name is VARD. CAD VARD equal to capital A. So the VAR is having the value of A. Char VAR equals to small x. The VAR will be equal to small x. And the null character is /0, whose value is 0. So character constants, integer values associated depending on the character set. Which character set is supported? Sometimes it is supported by ASCII character. Sometimes it is supported by Unicode character and so on. Generally, we will support the ASCII character set. That is a 7-bit character set. Escape sequence. What is escape sequence? Suppose you are writing a C program and you try to, in C program, double quotes and slash, the characters which we cannot print, that non-printable characters, that are preceded with backslash. Like suppose you try to create a line in your C program. So is it possible pressing enter you can pressing enter you can create a new line? No, because you are writing a program and you are running the program, because you cannot type enter to print. You can type your name to print, you can type a variable, you can type a value, but you can type enter. So suppose suppose there will be multiple outputs with a single line gap. Then you have to create one single line gap, and that single line gap which are you need to introduce in your program, they will be done by /n. This /n means it is new line character. If you want to create a tab in your program, you will undergo /t. If you try to write this double quotes, try to print the double quotes, because double quotes is having another meaning in C program. Then if you want to try to print the double quotes, then you will use the \/ character. So backslash character where we will use when those characters, those keyboard characters which cannot be easily printed. There are some non-printable characters that can be printed by preceding them with slash, backslash. Within character constants and string literals, you can write a variety of escape sequence. Suppose you are printing too many lines. So there you can use the string literal, backslash character. Suppose you try to create one backslash, then you will give here 2 backslash. Suppose you try to print question mark, you will give there slash question mark. Suppose you try to print single quote, then slash single quote. If you try to print double quotes, then slash double quotes. If you try to create a new line, then slash n. If you try to create a new tab, then you will create slash t. GUI, graphical user interface. We are just clicking the buttons. We are pressing the enter, a new line will be created. We are pressing a tab, a new tab will be created. We are pressing the double quotes, it will be printed. But in C program, in the program, those characters have already special meaning and they are not going to be printed, non-printable characters. Then because I cannot ask my program to enter a line, enter a new line. I cannot I cannot press during running the program to create a new line. So what we'll have to do, that if I try to create a new line before a particular statement, then we have to use the slash n character. During programming, you can see the example of those backslash characters. So these backslash characters are non-printable characters. And why they are backslash character? Because they all preceded with a backslash, and backslash characters are used to print the non-printable characters. Already string constant, I have told you about the constants, and I told if it is a character constant, it will be quoted by a single quote, and if it is a string constants, then it will quoted by a double quotes. Now in home, you will practice the check your progresses. Now the expressions and operators. Suppose when we are going to write one C program, what the things we need? One variable we need. And as a part of the value of the variable, we can put a constant, a new variable, a new expression. Then variable equals to constant, b equals to 5. So it is one constant is assigned to a variable. B equals to a. Another variable is assigned to b. And b equals to a plus 5. What does it signifies for? B equals to a plus 5 expression. Okay. And how many types of expressions are there? Arithmetic, logical, relational, mixed. Suppose if you are giving plus, minus, into, divide, modulo, these operators inside your operations, then these are arithmetic operators and your expression will be a arithmetic operation. In C, there is a difference of writing things from normal algebraic notation writing. In algebra, we will write this way, B into G by D. But in normal programming, this by sign is not allowed. We have to use this by sign, and B into G by D. Now, we directly cannot put square or cube in normal programming language. So, a cube plus CD, it is not a valid expression in C. So, what will be the valid expression? For a cube, you have to find out a into a plus C into D. A into a plus C into D. আচ্ছা, আরেকটা জিনিস জানতে হবে, whenever we are writing different operations, if I divide one integer by another integer, 5 by 3 is how much? Tell me. 5 by 3 is?
1.6.
Is it giving 1.6?
No,
one of it.
It is an integer value. Therefore, without floating point.
as both of them are integer, only the integer part is being seen. That is deducted, but this is not acceptable. So we generally need to do, for if any result which may have fractional answer, we try to declare them with float. And if the rule is, if there are two variables, the any one is integer and other one is float, then the result will be float. See, here 5 is float, 3 is integer, result is float. Here 5 is integer and 3 is float, that is result is float. And here both are float, then result is float. Then the problem comes only that time when both of them are integers. So if I need fractional result, then we need some fractional variables also. That is float variables. Because if I divide one integer by an integer, it only gives you the result of 1. Next. And the priority operators. See this, suppose in your equation, this sort of expression is given. So from your school's BODMAS rule, it will be followed that the order is bracket is the number one category, then multiplication, then division, then minus. So bracket is to be executed first. So here, as the bracket is in 3 plus 4, so 3 plus 4 equals to 7 will be executed first. After bracket, the priority is of multiplication operator. So 7 plus 5, 12 will be executed. Then 12 by 6, 3 will be executed. Multiplication, division, modulo operators are evaluated next. If an expression, suppose, or একটা expression মধ্যেই multiplication, division and modulo আছে, so in which way they will write? They will scan the total system from left to right, and from into, divide and modulo, who will come first from left to right, that will be executed first. So if an expression bracket is there, the bracket will be executed first. If an expression multiplication, division and modulo, they are all have equal priority. One low level priority is plus minus. If multiplication, division and modulo is having the same priority, you will ask, ma'am, then if in a single statement all of them are being used, then how they will be executed? So I will tell you, scan the system from left to right, and from multiplication, division, modulo, if these three are come, then who will come in the leftmost part? That will be executed first, and this way that will shift your cursor to the right. তার মানে যেগুলোর একই priority আছে সেগুলোকে left to right associativity দেখতে হয়, ঠিক আছে? Left to right যেটা আগে পড়বে, that we need to be executed. This is the priority of expression. And another thing, এটা বলার আগে আমি বলছি, another thing we should know that there are arithmetic operator, you all know. Now there are also relational operator, less than, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to, equal to, not equal to. But there are also some logical operator, logical and, logical or, logical not. Suppose this double n percent is representing the logical and. And logical and means, suppose this is an and, it is joining two statements, b plus c and b less than c. Suppose already you have given the values of b plus c, b and c, and also give the values of b less than c. So b plus c, এটা তো হলোই না মানে properly. Actually আমি just জিনিসটা বলে দিচ্ছি. The value of a variable, if it contains logical operators, will be true. এর value either true হবে or false হবে. কখন true হবে? If both the conditions are true. Only that time it will be true. Otherwise, if any of the condition is false, then value of A is false. And if both of the conditions are false, then value of A is also false. So for logical and, need to be true. A variable using logical and, its answer need to be true if both the conditions are true. And for logical or operator, which is not given here, that will be a double pipe from your keyboard. If any one of the condition is true, your answer is true. But if both of the condition is false, then your answer is false. এগুলো কোনোটাই without program you cannot understand. But before programming, you need to be familiar with this sort of things, so that once the program will come, once the program will executed, or you have to write the program, or you have to read some others program, you can find out the why they are writing like this. Suppose you are going to study some book of C programs, then you can understand. Acha, tell me, is this priority order okay? Okay. Acha, why? Tell me. Because into divide modulo, only divide is there, and divide, here one divide, here one divide. Who is the leftmost divide? This. So this is having the highest category. Then this divide, this is the second highest category. So 8 by 5 and 5 by 2. That you have to find out first. And then you minus and plus. So if you are using minus and plus, it will.
Ma'am, the next class will be at 3 o'clock, right?
Yes.
So can we go off now?
Okay. So from here, I will start from the next class. Okay.